It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, I gotta talk about the whole banning system in 2K, and a lot of questions have been, Ty, are you unbanned? What happened? Yes. At this stage, you guys can see I'm on my account. I'll tell you guys at this stage if I bought MT. I'll tell you. And I have not bought MT. So when I got banned, I was like, okay, like this is a mistake. And then the replies is really what got to me. And we'll go through and talk about them and how 2K is doing things right now. But just know the whole ban system needs a complete revamp. And more so than that, how they handle banning people incorrectly. Now, we're going to talk about that a little further. Before I dive any further into that, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure to smash that subscribe button. We're on the road towards 120,000 subscribers. So here's the facts. If Carlo wasn't Carlo and I wasn't Ty, we would not be unbanned as quickly as we were. Now, maybe down the road, we would have gotten unbanned. According to 2K, they told me that they're working on looking through things, and if you're banned, you still should get unbanned eventually, but they got to manually do it. I still disagree with the fact that unless you're 100% proven to buy MT, that you should be banned, because there shouldn't be these accidental bans. And I get they might happen once in a while, but there's way too many happening. And the thing that really disturbs me is when I get an automated message from 2K support that says, after a thorough review of your account, unfortunately, your ban will stay in place. That is disgusting to me. That is absolutely disgusting. That when I message 2K support, they say after a thorough review of your account, this ban will stay in place, which is absolute BS. Because when I contact my contacts and tell me, reach out to the specific devs, the specific higher ups, and I say, tell me where I bought MT. And they're like, you know what? You didn't. You're unbanned. So why is 2K support telling me after a thorough review of your account, unfortunately, your ban will stay in place? You were banned due to a clear evidence of breaching our terms of service. That's not true. That's not true. So why are they telling me that? Why, when I reach out to 2K support, are they saying there's clear evidence that I bought MT when I never bought MT? And I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the same boat as me. That's horrible. That is not caring about your player base, right? And I'm so passionate about this. Again, it's bigger than me. I could have gotten unbanned, not even said another word on it. But that's not right. That's not how you treat your player base at all. I get there's problems with buying MT. I'm aware of that. Like, should there be better ways to make MT in the game? Absolutely. But I get from 2K's perspective, they don't want people to buy MT. But my whole thing is this. How hard is it? How hard is it to think about people? Okay, so you see a transaction like this. That's not hard. That's not hard. You see a transaction like this, largest auction house sale yesterday, for an Amy Desmond Bane or the Evo up to a Dark Matter going for 500K. That's not hard at all. That's not hard. Now, on the flip side of things, what is hard is, who's to say what these prices should be? Who's to say that a hero Ben Simmons won't sell for $4 million today, especially the first one for people wanting to get Manute? Who's to say a hero Michael Jordan, when people are still trying to lock in the set, people could overpay and spend $3 million on him? Who's to say that? And who's to set the price even for even a Galaxy Opal Yao Ming still to this day? There's such a fine line, there's such a hard gray area of what's buying MT and what's not buying MT. And that's the whole problem I think not only 2K is having, but us as a community is having. And I think the bigger issue is 2K needs to ban MT sellers and focus their attention more on that than MT buyers. And I know it's not just that simple, because they can make new accounts, they can do this, they can do that. But what I'm saying is this. That's where they need to put their focus. Because it's nearly impossible to ban people consistently right now for buying MT. It's nearly impossible to do it. Now, Again, earlier in the game, maybe it is for cards going for 100K. But again, that's just such a fine line that's really hard to do. And how they're doing it is ruining the player base. You can say, you know what, buying MT, them cleaning it up has been a good thing for the game. If they would manually do it and realize, okay, you know what, if a season 2 Ron Artest goes for 9 million MT, okay, that's an issue. That's clear, you know, buying MT. But that's not what they're doing. They're incorrectly banning a ton of people. I've got people in my DMs that are incorrectly banned. And the message I got basically today, because I had to contact my source, and then I even went higher up and basically contacted the higher ups and asked them, why are these things happening, right? Why are these things happening? Can you tell me? Like, I got incorrectly banned. So I told them, I said, point me to that transaction. And what they basically told me is like, you know, it is their mistake and they're trying to sort through it while trying to also figure out, you know, a new algorithm for banning people. Like, obviously it's not perfect, right? It's not perfect and they're trying to fix it for 24. But I'm just saying, like, this can't happen. This literally cannot happen in any way, shape, or form. It absolutely can't happen. And to me, it's not just incorrect bans. If they incorrectly ban people, boom, you know, I think there needs to be a timely manner in which people get unbanned, you know, an hour or two max. Like, these days people are banned is crazy. And again, it's more so of, you know, they're still working on figuring out if these bans are legit or not. But why, when we contact 2K support, are we getting this thing saying we're banned for good? That this and then at the end of it says, please note that this ban verdict is final, and this will be our last correspondence in regard to this issue. That's BS. That's horrible. That is absolutely a horrible way to treat the community that pays for everything. That's horrible. The average 14-year-old that gets banned incorrectly, if they do what you say, right? Do what you say and reach out to 2K support, because that's what you tell them. Like, look at this. You tell them to reach out to 2K support. Okay, awesome. They reach out to 2K support and they are told that this ban verdict is final. So they're just left out to dry. You don't care enough about them as a person, that as a consumer that plays your game. You don't care enough about them that you're just going to say, nope, you violated TOS, even though they might not have, and you're going to ban them. The system is obviously flawed. And you know what? When I talk to the higher ups, when I talk to the people, they understand that. But my whole problem with it and my whole thing with it is, if you understand that, why can we not get a valid 2K support system? Again, if somebody's banned, point them to, yeah, your Desmond Bain, Dark Matter, who right now is, or at the time, at the sale was going for 30K, sold for 400,000. That is why you're banned. It's an obviously, empty buying. But again, my whole thing is this, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. I gotta be careful when I stream for the future when I post a card. I can no longer post a card on Twitter, right? If, let's say I have a souped up taco, I can't post it on Twitter, because if somebody wants me to get banned, boom, an MT seller, if they don't like me, could bid 3 million on the card and I'm gonna get banned. So that's the whole thing where I'm like, 2K's gotta ban the sellers instead of the buyers, because this whole gray area is horrible. I told you guys yesterday when I got banned, I didn't buy MT. And I know there's a lot of valid people in my DMs saying, you know, my little brother got banned. He doesn't buy MT. He's 14 years old. He doesn't even know how to do that. Like, this is a problem. And if 2K doesn't handle this appropriately, they're driving consumers away from their game. They're basically telling people that did nothing wrong, you're banned for 30 days. It's not up for discussion. It's clear evidence, and there's no clear evidence. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what more you can do. I don't know how high you can take it if 2K is telling you that they have clear evidence, even though they don't. Can you do something about that, or are you just done for 30 days? Again, from 2K side, they told me they're looking into everybody's account that is banned that did submit a thing on 2K support. But this whole 2K support thing is horrible. And I get it's a bot. I get it's a bot. But even when I asked to talk to a supervisor, I literally, that's why I'm upset. I asked to talk to a supervisor. And he said, since we're not able to override this decision, I won't be able to help you further with your request. With that being the case, I will be setting this ticket to solve, and I will close it out soon. This ban verdict is final. That's how you're going to treat your player base. That's how you're going to treat me as an individual. And I'm not making this about me because it's not. But as an individual who I know throughout my course of the last 2 years has, yes, I bought MT. Okay, not recently, but prior. But I've still spent money on packs. I've still spent money on VC. And that's how you're going to treat me when I've loaded up this game. And I probably have a ridiculous amount of time played on this game. That's how you're going to treat me? That's horrible. That's horrible. It doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't make the community feel good when they're incorrectly banned and can't play the game. It's a helpless feeling. It is a helpless feeling. And you can say, oh, go outside and touch grass. That's not the answer. That's not the answer. And if that's the answer you're gonna give, you're not thoughtful. You're not a good human being. If you're like, you know what, get over it, go touch grass. No. You know what? How about 2K figures it out? How about that? How about they care about the consumer? And that's all I've been asking for the past 2 months. Care about the community. Please. Care about the community. That's all I'm asking for. I got unbanned. Does that solve the issue? No. Does it help my issue today, recording gameplays and stuff? Sure. But it doesn't solve the issue. It doesn't solve the issue. They're so tone deaf to the community. They don't understand that everybody who's gotten incorrectly banned, that shouldn't be okay. That shouldn't be like, oh, it's our mistake. I get you recognize the mistake, but 2K support can't even recognize the mistake or care about the mistake. The question is, Ty, if I'm banned, what do I do? Stay persistent on 2K support, man. If you got incorrectly banned, stay persistent on 2K support. Now, again, there are probably people who got banned correctly. I'm not denying that. But my whole issue is there's some people that buy millions and millions and millions of MT and they do it in a way in which the bot of 2K doesn't catch them. The system is broken. The system is wrong. And until 2K can get a good system in place, there should be no system at all. That's my opinion. 2K needs to care about the community. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.